The neon sign buzzed faintly, its glow barely cutting through the thick desert night as the car rolled to a stop in front of the motel. The last guest stepped out, their shoes crunching on gravel that hadn't seen traffic in years. Inside, the lobby smelled of stale cigarettes and old wood polish. The clerk, a gaunt figure with hollow eyes, slid a tarnished key across the counter without looking up. Room 13. The only door still unlocked in the entire place. The traveler's fingers closed around the key, its teeth worn smooth by decades of use. Something about its weight felt familiar, though they couldn't place why. Upstairs, the room was frozen in time, yellowed wallpaper peeling at the seams, a bed with springs that groaned under the slightest pressure. The wind rattled the window frame, carrying with it the faintest whisper of a voice. Or maybe it was just the desert playing tricks. But then, beneath the bed, a glint of metal caught their eye, an old guest registry, its leather cover cracked with age. The first page fell open to a date 40 years past, and there, in faded ink, was a name that shouldn't have been there. Theirs. The handwriting was unmistakable, yet impossible. A chill ran down their spine as they turned the page, revealing a Polaroid tucked between the leaves. A young couple, smiling but with fear in their eyes. The man's face was their own. The woman's grip on his arm was desperate, as if she knew what was coming. Beneath the photo, a note in the same handwriting as the registry. If you're reading this, you've come back. Don't go to the diner. Don't trust the sheriff. They never found her body. The traveler's breath caught. This wasn't just a coincidence. This was a reckoning. The motel wasn't just abandoned, it was waiting. And now, so were they. The wind howled again, louder this time, and the neon sign outside sputtered, casting long shadows across the wall. Shadows that moved when nothing else did. The traveler reached for the phone, but the line was dead. Outside, a car engine turned over in the distance. Someone was coming, or maybe they'd been here all along. The registry fell open to another page, this one marked with a dark stain. A single sentence stood out: "She's still in room 12. The traveler's blood ran cold. Room 12 was right next door. And its door, they now realized, was slightly ajar. The note had been a warning. But it was too late. The past wasn't just buried here, it was alive. And it remembered everything. The flicker of the neon sign died completely, plunging the room into darkness. Somewhere, a floorboard creaked. The traveler's hand found the motel key still in their pocket, its teeth sharp against their skin. It wasn't just a key. It was a confession. And now, it was their turn to answer for it. The wind carried the sound of a woman crying, soft but unmistakable. The traveler knew that voice. They'd heard it in dreams they couldn't explain. Room 12's door groaned open another inch. The registry slipped from their hands, falling open to the last page. A single word was scrawled across it in shaky letters: "Run." But the traveler didn't move. They couldn't, because the crying had stopped. And now, something was knocking. Not on the door, on the wall. From inside room 12, the neon sign flickered back to life, painting the room in blood-red light. The registry's pages fluttered, though there was no breeze. The knocking grew louder, more insistent. The traveler's reflection in the mirror wasn't theirs anymore. It was hers, and she was smiling. The key in their hand grew warm, then hot, searing their palm. They didn't drop it. They couldn't. It was hers now. The knocking stopped. Silence. Then, from the other side of the wall, a whisper. "You kept me waiting." The neon sign buzzed its last and went dark. In the blackness, the traveler finally understood. They hadn't stumbled upon a secret. The secret had been waiting for them. And now, it was time to settle the debt. The door to room 12 swung open with a sigh. The registry lay forgotten on the floor, its pages blank now. As if none of it had ever happened. As if no one had ever been here at all. But the motel remembered, and so would the next guest. The wind carried the sound of a car pulling into the lot. The clerk looked up for the first time in years. And somewhere, in room 13, a key turned in a lock. The cycle was beginning again. The desert held its breath. The neon sign flickered once, twice, then went dark forever. But the